Dad, would you like to just tell us the story of the concertina and when you started to play and when you got this one? Yeah.
There's a number of different concertinas, but basically there's two varieties. There's the German one, or German one, basically known as. It's a smaller instrument than this, and it only has 2 rows of keys. And when you play it, when you press a key and pull the bellows out, it plays one note, and when you press the bellows in, it plays a different note. Now that is confusing. But the English type concertina, which this is one of, has 2 reeds in it, so that when you pull it out and push it in, you've got the same note each time. This one, there's a smaller one than this, with 48 keys. Then there's this size, has 56 keys, the same as a piano. And the middle 2 rows, there's four rows of keys on each end. The middle rows are natural keys, the bottom row is the flats, and the top row is the sharps. On this side, natural keys down the centre, the bottom row is the sharps, and the top row is the flats. So all you've got to do is remember that. But this particular one is called a Wheatston. There are quite a number of English concertinas with different names. There's Triumph, there's Lacanal, and I've forgotten, there's several others. And they're all much the same, but sometimes the key formation is different. So not every concertina is the same. You just pick it up and play it, because it might have the natural keys on the bottom and top, that type of thing. But this one is the basic one, and perhaps the most common and easiest to play. Concertina means that it was, the pitch is just a little different to the pitch of basic musical instruments. I had this one retuned, and being 56 keys, that's 56 reeds for the in note, 56 for the out, so that's 112 keys, 112 reeds, and at the time I got it retuned, it was a few years ago, it cost $1 a reed to have it retuned to the standard, I think it's called 440 standard tuning. And this one was built in 1917, so it's a little older than me, and it's made in England. And it's it has the 8 sides. Some have 6 sides, some are square, and some have even 10 sides around. They're just depending on the thing. But just to give you an idea, if you're learning basic music, you learn the scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Well, then from that you develop your chords, and C and E and G make a chord, which give you more volume and a little bit more harmony, and then you can include a couple of notes from this side as well. So just to play up the scale singly. Now play it up on scale on with the chords. That's where you get your volume. And this one also has the advantage of having steel reeds. A lot of them had brass reeds, and they tended to go out of tune or stick. And I was fortunate this one had the steel reeds, which don't go out of tune and give a slightly better value. And I was involved with a lot of open air ministry in my younger days, and it was good for open air work because I could make it heard quite a distance down the street. So that's it, and this is a Wheatston. It has 2, 4, 6 files in the bellows. Some have 5 and some have 7. This one has 6, which still gives you plenty of expansion. Like that. So anything else you want to know?
That's great.
How much?
A good question. I'm not sure what it costs to build, but you've got to look and say you've got some visitors. But, oh dear. If I wanted to sell this in Australia, I could probably get about £600 or £700 for it. If it was sold overseas, I could get about $4,000 or $5,000 for it. Yes, overseas are worth a lot more than here, because for some reason concertinas lost their popularity. They were used in Salvation Army circles for many years. We had a concertina band in Newcastle back in the 1940s and 50s, and there were 30 players in it. And tell you what, I believe that I never heard them, but I've got a photo of them, and I believe they really were a sensation. And then they seemed to lose their popularity. Piano accordions became popular for a while, and then after that, the guitars seemed to take over, and brass and so forth.
Rock and roll.
So that's it. But yes, price-wise, I bought this for £50 in 1950, and that's $100. But if I were to sell it now,
Back then, £50 was a lot of money.
it was, yes. I had a smaller one before, a little black one with ebony ends that raised up. It had 48 keys. I wish I had it now because it is a collector's item. But I traded it in for £5, I think. When I bought this one.
Have you ever had to have it repaired?
I've had it serviced a few times.
Yeah.
I've never actually had it repaired. When I got it, it was in fairly poor condition. There was nobody in Australia that was repairing concertinas, and a friend of mine was going to England, so I sent it over with him. I understand he ended up with 20 from different ones around the state. So he had quite a bundle when he got to London and took it to the Wheatstone factory and had it attended to, because some of the notes were missing, so it was sort of put it back into condition. But now there's a chap up in the Blue Mountains at Bell who repairs them very efficiently. He also builds concertinas. He's good. He's a very musical chap. There's several varieties of gun. There's another one about twice the size of this. You can't carry it this way. You've got to sort of put it on your knee all the time. But it's what they call a duet model, and it has 56 keys on each side. And this side is exactly the same as that side, but is an octave lower. This side is an octave lower than that side, and vice versa. And that's why they call it a duet. So it sounds like a pipe organ when he plays it. Yeah, that's very good. When troubles surround us, when evils come, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, He doesn't forget us. He sends down His love on the wings of